Coach, it looked like the shots just wouldn't fall at the right times for a lot of guys that were getting good looks. For the most part, do you just kind of sometimes have to chalk a game up to we got the looks we wanted, we just couldn't get them to fall?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did enough defensively to win that game. We didn't turn the ball over. Thought we had a lot of open looks too. I mean, I'll have to take a look on film, but like you said, we had looks that didn't fall, and especially on the second night of back-to-back, that hurts.
In the late third quarter into the fourth, that second unit was in and did a great job, and you rode them for quite a while. What kind of chemistry did you see from that group? What did you like from that group that you let them go as long as you did, and they were as successful as they were?
I like that they played connected. I thought that defensively they were in tune with each other. Offensively, the ball was moving, at a tempo that we want to play at, and I like the looks we were getting at the time. So, it's a tough one.
John, go ahead.
Right, I jumped on a little bit late, so apologize. But I mean, just with the shooting struggles for D'Lo and Malik, 2 for 12 or whatever from three before D'Lo hit a couple of those at the end. I mean, is it just one of those nights that is going to happen from time to time, or what did you see from just the inability to hit shots that way? Yeah,
I did, feel like it was one of those nights, and I thought that, even in the zone in the first half, I thought we got quality looks and a number of shots that Bees, had, and D'Lo too. Those are shots that, we feel confident those guys taking. So, even though it hurts to say, I mean, we talked about, if the process is right, you can live with the outcome. And that's when it comes to, shots and the shots that we get. I thought our process was right on a number of possessions. We just didn't hit shots.
And from a defensive standpoint, though, I mean, are you seeing a little bit of progress these last couple of games with what you guys are doing on that front?
Yeah, no, I am. And, as we get healthier, it's a good, it's good that guys are taking ownership of the defense because we need that. We need that as we pick our teammates up, as they continue to work to get in shape. Work to get in a rhythm. We're going to have to rely on our defense.
Jace, go ahead.
Right, is there any concern that it's kind of been a common theme this year that Malik is shooting significantly better at target center versus on the road?
I mean, there's always a concern when shots aren't falling, but that's not something I'm worried about with Malik. Individually, he's a shooter, and shooters, hey, it doesn't matter if you're on the playground, different cities, different gyms. I always have confidence in Malik shooting the basketball.
Then with Nas, what do you think of him coming back and what he was able to bring to this team and coming off the bench? Was that you liked Davis with the starters, or was that working Nas back? A little bit of both?
A little bit of both. And Nas, he's been out for, a few days of not doing a whole lot. And then he was a game time decision, and he was when we upgraded him, it was quick, and I like the minutes that he gave.
Britt, go ahead.
Hey Ryan, crunch time minutes for McDaniels tonight. What is it about his defense that gives you confidence in crucial situations? Where are his strengths on defense?
Yeah, I mean it's. That's something that, you bring up. You're playing. I mean, Jaden just turned 20. Ant's 19, and you're finishing, a game on a back-to-back with those two. And that shows, I think, the progress that those two are making. But like you said, Britt, I mean, Jaden, it's his defense right now that's keeping him, on the floor, especially. His length. I like how he. He's still learning, some of the rotations and weak side pulling in, where to be in certain situations, but he converges on the basketball. He's also somebody, I mean, even though he didn't have a block, I thought he adjusted shots at the rim, and he converges, when he is beat. And then, he had 4 rebounds, but, I think that just his length and his ability to get his hands on loose balls, it helps us right there.
Chris, go ahead.
Ryan, you got some, looks like you got guys coming back here relatively soon, which means some guys may be coming in and out of the rotation going forward here. How are you kind of thinking, in the medium term here, juggling some of these guys that are playing really well, some of these young guys like McDaniels, like Jalen Noel, and trying to find them minutes, everybody kind of available here?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good problem to have, and it puts, can put people on notice too. If you're not doing the right things, we got guys who are coming along. Maybe that might be slotted behind you in the depth chart, but also guys that are able to produce some. So that's a good problem to have, and that's something. As a coach, you're not going to have everybody be happy with their minutes, and I understand that. But guys have helped themselves through these opportunities right now.
Dane, go ahead.
Ryan, with Jaden, just kind of thinking back to training camp, did you envision that this would more so be his role kind of at the quote unquote power forward position? Yeah. Or is that something that he's kind of gathered the concept to along this season? And do you see it being his kind of primary position going forward?
Yeah. I mean, from day one, we've slotted him in as a 4. And what we see as a matchup problem for, and his ability to pick things up defensively has kind of fast tracked the process a little bit. But I mean, I think you see his feel offensively too, is something that, that we like, his ability to make plays, put the ball on the floor too. And he's got nice touch and he's got a nice shooting stroke. So, we've seen him as a 4, but, somebody who can also, play some 3.
Jace, go ahead.
Ryan, why don't you think we've seen more nights in this stretch where D'Angelo has taken the game over offensively?
I'm sorry, say that one more time, Jace.
Why don't you think we've seen more nights during this stretch, all this time without Carl, where D'Angelo has taken the game over offensively?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that last night, and I mean, D'Angelo's shouldering a heavy load right now too. So, I think that's, he's been, early in the game. I thought he was getting his teammates involved too. I thought he's been trying to execute, sets down the stretch and get us organized as well. But like I said, I mean, I like a lot of the shots that he got tonight. So, he'll have some nights, where they don't fall, and he'll have some nights like last night.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time tonight.